Hello, my wonderful English learners. Welcome back to our channel. Before we dive into today's important grammar lesson, I want to say something from my heart. I upload new videos to our channel every day for you to learn and grow. Don't forget to support me so I can continue doing this. You can help me see our channel in front of more people by subscribing, becoming a member, liking, and commenting on each of my videos. Please don't forget to do these. Thank you so much for your support. Now, let's begin a lesson that will finally help you understand one of English's most confusing grammar topics. Let me ask you a question, and think carefully about which sentence sounds correct. I visited Japan in 2015, or I have visited Japan in 2015. I worked here for 5 years, or I have worked here for 5 years. If you're not sure, or if you sometimes use these tenses randomly, today's lesson is for you. Past simple and present perfect are two of the most confusing tenses in English. Many students understand them in theory, but struggle to use them correctly in real conversation. Teaching note: these tenses are confusing because both talk about the past, but they have different meanings. Today, I'm going to teach you these tenses in a special way, through storytelling. I'll share parts of my life story, and you'll hear exactly when and why I use each tense naturally. By the end of this 30-minute lesson, you'll understand when to use past simple. I did, I went, I saw. When to use present perfect. I have done, I have been, I have seen. The exact difference between them. How to use them naturally in conversation. We'll also practice the shadowing technique, repeating what I say to train your mouth and brain to use these tenses automatically. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. Are you ready to master these tenses once and for all? Let's begin with my story. I'm going to tell you about my career, and I want you to listen carefully to when I use past simple and when I use present perfect. Don't worry, I'll explain everything afterward. My career journey. My first job was in a small coffee shop near my school. I worked there for 6 months when I was 18 years old. I cleaned tables, I made drinks, and I talked to customers every day. After university, I decided to find a more serious job. I applied to many places, and finally I got a position at a language center. I started teaching English in 2010. Now, I have worked as an English teacher for 15 years. I have taught in 3 different schools, and I have moved to a larger city. Over the years, I have created hundreds of lessons, I have designed many lesson plans, and I have organized speaking clubs for students. My first lesson was a disaster. I was so nervous. But I have become more confident over time. Because of my students, I have become not just a better teacher, but also a better person. I have watched students grow and change. I have received hundreds of messages from people whose lives were changed by learning English. This has been the most rewarding part of my career. Did you notice the pattern? Let me shadow that last part with you. Repeat after me. I have worked as a teacher for 15 years. I have taught in 3 different schools. I started teaching in 2010. My first lesson was a disaster. Teaching note: shadowing means repeating immediately after the speaker to train your pronunciation and rhythm. Now, let me explain what's happening here. Grammar explanation. The key difference. Past simple. Use when the action happened at a specific, finished time in the past. Key words are yesterday, last week, in 2010, when I was 18 years old, 3 years ago. Examples from my story. I worked there for 6 months when I was 18 years old. Finished time, I don't work there now. I started teaching in 2010. Specific year, finished moment. My first lesson was a disaster. Specific past event. Structure. Subject plus past verb. I worked. I started. I was. Present perfect. Use when the action started in the past but has a connection to now. Keywords for, since, already, yet, ever, never, up to now. 3 main uses. 1. Life experience, unspecified past time. I have taught in 3 different schools. In my life, at some point. 2. Continuing situation, still true now. I have worked as a teacher for 15 years. Started in past, still continuing. 3. Recent past with present result. I have become more confident. Happened in past, result is now. Structure. Subject plus have or has plus past participle. I have worked. I have taught. I have become. The critical difference. Past simple equals finished story, disconnected from now. Present perfect equals connection to present moment. Common mistake: don't use present perfect with specific past time words. Wrong. I have worked there in 2010. Right. I worked there in 2010. Wrong. I have started teaching yesterday. Right. I started teaching yesterday. Now let me tell you about my travels. Again, listen for the 2 tenses. My travel adventures. I took my first trip abroad when I was 19. I went to France for 1 week, and it opened my eyes to the beauty of travel. The next year, I traveled to Spain for 3 weeks. I studied the language, and I lived with a host family. In 2015, I spent almost a month in Japan. I climbed Mount Fuji, and it was one of the hardest things I have ever done. That experience taught me about determination. Since then, I have visited more than 30 countries. I have stood under the northern lights in Iceland. I have watched sunrise in a desert. I have eaten street food in Thailand. I have sailed on a small boat in Greece. Travel has taught me more than any classroom ever could. It has taught me patience, how to find joy in simple moments, and how to connect with people. But my journey isn't finished. I haven't seen South Africa yet, and I haven't explored South America properly. Those adventures are still waiting for me. Practice with me. Repeat these sentences. I went to France when I was 19. I have visited more than 30 countries. I climbed Mount Fuji in 2015. I have eaten street food in many countries. Notice how past simple tells completed stories while present perfect shows life experiences. Deeper understanding. When telling complete past stories, use past simple. I went to France for 1 week. Finished trip. I climbed Mount Fuji in 2015. Specific past event. I lived with a host family. Finished experience. When showing life experience or unfinished totals, use present perfect. I have visited more than 30 countries. In my life, total so far. I have eaten street food in Thailand. Life experience, time not important. I have stood under the northern lights. Experience I can talk about now. The negative form reveals the difference. Past simple, negative. I didn't go to Japan last year. Specific time, finished. Present perfect, negative. I haven't seen South Africa yet. In my life up to now, but maybe in future. Time expressions that signal each tense. Past simple, signals, yesterday, last week, in 2015, when I was 19, 3 years ago, in March. Present perfect signals, ever, never, yet, already, so far, up to now, recently, just, for, since. If you like this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. Let me share my health journey to give you more examples. My health transformation. When I was younger, I didn't take care of my health. I ate a lot of fast food, I drank too many fizzy drinks, and I slept only a few hours each night. At age 25, I decided to make a change. I joined a gym and I started running. In the beginning, I couldn't run more than 2 kilometers, but I kept trying. 2 years later, I completed my first half marathon. That was in 2012, and it felt amazing. Since then, I have maintained a gym routine 3 to 4 times a week. I have stopped eating fast food daily. I have started cooking more at home. I have tried swimming, hiking, and yoga. For the past 5 years, I have meditated almost every morning. I have spent time in nature. I have learned that small habits over a long time can change your life. I'm not perfect. I have missed gym sessions, I have eaten junk food sometimes, but I haven't given up. And that's what matters. Let's practice together. Shadow these sentences. I decided to make a change at age 25. I have maintained a gym routine for many years. I completed my first half marathon in 2012. I have learned that small habits matter. Special focus, for versus since. These 2 words are crucial for present perfect. For is duration, how long. I have exercised for 5 years. I have lived here for 3 months. I have studied English for 2 years. Since is starting point, when it began. I have exercised since 2019. I have lived here since January. I have studied English since I was a child. Common mistake. I exercise for 5 years. Missing have. That's I have exercised for 5 years. I have exercised since 5 years. Wrong word. I have exercised for 5 years. Already, yet, and just. These words work specifically with present perfect. Already means completed earlier than expected. Affirmative.
I have already finished my homework. She has already eaten lunch. Yet means up to this time. It's usually for questions and for negative sentences. I haven't finished yet. Have you eaten yet? We also have just, which means very recently. I have just arrived. She has just left. The position in the sentence. Already is either before the past participle or at the end of the sentence. Yet is at the end of the sentence. Just is before the past participle.
Let me give you a complete comparison to make this crystal clear. Quick decision chart. Ask yourself, is the time mentioned or important? Yes is past simple. I visited Paris in 2020. I met her last week. I worked there for 5 years, but I don't work there now. No is present perfect. I have visited Paris many times. General experience. I have met her before. Time not important. I have worked here for 5 years. Still working here. Ask yourself, does it connect to now? No is past simple. I was a student. Finished. I'm not a student anymore. I lived in Tokyo. Past situation. Ended. Yes is present perfect. I have been a teacher for 10 years. Still am. I have lived in Tokyo since 2020. Still live there. Common sentence pairs. Let me show you how changing the tense changes the meaning. Pair 1. I lost my keys. Past simple. Specific moment. Might have found them. I have lost my keys. Present perfect. Result now. Still lost. Pair 2. Did you eat lunch? Past simple. Asking about specific past time. Have you eaten lunch? Present perfect. Asking about now. Are you hungry? Pair 3. I read that book last year. Past simple. Specific time. I have read that book. Present perfect. I know the content now. Pair 4. I went to Japan 3 times in 2019. Past simple. Finished year. I have been to Japan 3 times. Present perfect. Life total. Final practice. Your turn. Think about your own life. Try to create these sentences. One thing you did at a specific time in the past. Past simple. Example. I graduated from university in 2018. One thing you have done in your life. Present perfect. Example. I have traveled to 5 countries. Something you have done for a period of time that continues. Present perfect. Example. I have studied English for 3 years. Post your sentences in the comments. I'll help you if you make mistakes. Congratulations! You've just completed a comprehensive lesson on past simple versus present perfect through real-life stories. Key takeaways. Past simple. Specific, finished time in the past. Completed actions. Time words. Yesterday, last week, in 2015, ago. Present perfect, connection to present. Life experience, time not mentioned. Continuing situation, for, sense. Time words, ever, never, yet, already, just, for, since. The most important question is, does this connect to now? Yes equals present perfect. No equals past simple. Remember, these tenses help you tell your story. When you can tell your story in English, using the correct tenses naturally, you will truly feel that the language belongs to you. Your homework. Write your own life story using both tenses, 5 to 10 sentences. Record yourself telling it. Listen back and check your tense usage. Shadowing practice. Listen to this lesson again and repeat everything I said. This will train your brain to use these tenses automatically. Thank you for learning with me today. Keep practicing, keep telling your stories, and remember, grammar is just a tool to help you share your experiences with the world. What's one thing you did yesterday? Past simple. What's one thing you have done in your life? Present perfect. Share in the comments. Until next time, keep learning and keep growing. Your English journey is a story worth telling.
Hello, my wonderful English learners. Welcome back to our channel. Before we start today's important lesson, I want to say something from my heart. I upload new videos to our channel every day for you to learn and grow. Don't forget to support me so I can continue doing this. You can help me see our channel in front of more people by subscribing, becoming a member, liking, and commenting on each of my videos. Please don't forget to do these. Thank you for being here. Your support means everything. Now, let's begin a lesson that might change not just your English, but also your life. I want to ask you a very personal question, and I want you to really think about your answer. When you look back at the last year of your life, do you feel proud of how you spent your time? Or do you sometimes feel like time is passing quickly, but you're not really moving forward? Maybe you feel like you're busy every day, but at the end of the week, you think, what did I actually accomplish? If you've ever felt this way, today's lesson is for you. We're going to learn English vocabulary for talking about purpose, goals, time management, and living a meaningful life. But this isn't just a language lesson. These are conversations you'll have with yourself, with friends, with colleagues about what really matters. Teaching note: these topics come up in deep conversations, job interviews, and personal reflections. Today, we'll explore vocabulary for finding and expressing your purpose, talking about time and priorities, discussing personal growth and challenges, describing meaningful relationships, and taking action on your goals. We'll learn phrases that help you express deep ideas clearly in English, while also thinking about important life questions. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. Are you ready to learn English vocabulary that truly matters? Let's begin.
Let's start with one of the most important concepts: purpose. Key vocabulary: purpose and meaning. Purpose, the reason you do something, your why. Fulfillment, a deep feeling of satisfaction from doing something meaningful. Direction, knowing where you're going in life. Existence, simply being alive. Living, being alive with meaning and purpose. Teaching note: there's a big difference between existing, just being alive, and living, having purpose and meaning. Understanding the difference: existence is waking up, going to work, eating, sleeping, repeat. Living is doing things that matter to you, growing, connecting, creating meaning. Phrases about purpose: I'm searching for my purpose. I want to find meaning in my life. I need a clear direction. I feel fulfilled when My purpose is to... The compass metaphor. Purpose is like a compass. It shows you which direction to go. Without it, you might be moving, but you don't know if you're going anywhere meaningful. Example: I was working 60 hours a week making money, but I felt empty inside. I realized I had no purpose beyond earning a paycheck. Key vocabulary: direction and goals. Compass, a tool that shows direction, metaphor for purpose. Empty, feeling like something is missing inside. Meaningful, having significance or importance. Directionless, without a clear goal or path. Aimless, wandering without purpose. Teaching note: aimless literally means without aim, like shooting an arrow without a target. How to talk about finding purpose. Questions people ask: what is my purpose in life? What gives my life meaning? What do I want to be remembered for? What makes me feel fulfilled? Answers you might give: my purpose is to help others learn. I find meaning in creative work. I feel fulfilled when I spend time with family. My direction is becoming clearer. Common mistake: don't think purpose must be something huge, like save the world. Purpose can be simple. My purpose is to be a good parent. I find meaning in teaching one student at a time. I feel fulfilled helping my elderly neighbor. Important phrases: purpose doesn't have to be grand. I'm living with intention now. I found my direction. I know what matters to me. This gives my life meaning. Practice. Complete this sentence. I feel most fulfilled when Now, let's talk about something we all struggle with: managing our time wisely. Key vocabulary: time as resource. Fleeting equals lasting only a short time. Irreplaceable cannot be replaced or gotten back. Finite, having a limit, not infinite. Precious, extremely valuable. Waste, to use carelessly or pointlessly. Teaching note. Time is the only resource you can never get back. You can earn more money, but you can't earn more time. The core truth about time. Time is fleeting. Once it passes, you can never get it back. Unlike money, which you can lose and earn again, time lost is lost forever. Phrases about time. Time is my most valuable resource. I can't get that time back. Time is passing quickly. I need to use my time wisely. Every hour counts. Procrastination vocabulary. Key vocabulary: delay and avoidance. Procrastination equals delaying important tasks. Put off equals delay or postpone. Tomorrow syndrome equals always saying, "I'll start tomorrow." Delay equals make something happen later. Postpone equals move to a future time. Teaching note. Procrastination comes from Latin pro plus cross equals tomorrow. Literally putting forward to tomorrow. Common procrastination phrases: negative. I'll start tomorrow. I'll do it when I have more time. I'm too busy right now. Maybe next week. I'm not ready yet. Example: I kept saying, "I'll start exercising tomorrow." Months passed. Then a year passed. I finally realized tomorrow never comes. Better alternatives. Positive action. I'll start today, even with just 5 minutes. I'll do it now while I'm thinking about it. I'll make time for what matters. I'm ready enough to begin. Small progress is still progress. Distraction vocabulary. Key vocabulary: things that steal time. Distraction is something that takes your attention away. Leak is a slow loss over time. Metaphor. Scroll is to look through content without purpose. Mindless is without thinking or awareness. Time sink is something that consumes large amounts of time. Teaching note. Time sink is like a drain. Time just disappears into it. The leaking tank metaphor. Distractions are like a water tank with small leaks. Each leak seems small, but by morning, the tank is empty. Modern distractions. I opened my phone to check the weather and ended up scrolling for 30 minutes. I planned to watch one video, but 3 hours passed. I meant to send a quick email, but got lost in social media. Phrases about distractions. I got distracted by my phone. Social media is stealing my time. I waste too much time on... These distractions are adding up. I need to protect my time better. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. Now let's talk about solutions, living with intention, and committing to growth. Living with intention. Key vocabulary: purposeful living. Intention equals a clear plan or aim for what you want to do. Intentional equals done on purpose, with thought. Deliberate equals carefully thought out. Mindful equals paying full attention. Purposeful equals having a clear purpose. Teaching note. Intentional means you made a conscious choice, not just letting life happen to you. The GPS metaphor. Intention is like a GPS for life. Without it, you drive in circles, wasting fuel. With it, even if you take a longer road, you're still moving toward the right place. Phrases for intentional living. I'm living with intention now. I make deliberate choices. I'm mindful of how I spend my time. I'm intentional about my relationships. I choose my priorities carefully. Practical examples. Before, I watch TV every night because there's nothing else to do. After, I intentionally spend evenings reading because it helps me grow. Before, I just go with the flow and see what happens. After, I set clear intentions for my week. Common mistake. Don't confuse living with intention with being perfect. Intention is about direction, not perfection. Better, I'm intentional about my time, but I'm also flexible when things don't go as planned. Continuous growth. Key vocabulary. Personal development. Growth equals positive change and improvement. Stagnant equals not moving or developing. Stale equals old and uninteresting, lacking freshness. Evolve equals to develop gradually. Progress equals forward movement toward a goal. Teaching note. Stagnant is like standing water that doesn't flow. It becomes smelly and unhealthy. The standing water metaphor. A life without growth is like standing water. It just sits there and slowly gets stale. Phrases about growth. I'm committed to continuous growth. I'm always learning something new. I feel stagnant when I stop learning. Personal growth is my priority. I'm evolving into a better version of myself. Small steps to growth. I read 1 page before bed every night. I practice English for 10 minutes daily. I learn 1 new word each day. I try 1 new thing
each month. Example: when I stopped reading books, I felt stuck, like I was living the same week over and over. When I started reading again, even just 2 pages a night, I felt alive again. Phrases for describing stagnation. Negative: I feel stuck in a rut. I'm not growing anymore. My life feels repetitive. I'm in the same place I was last year. Phrases for describing growth. Positive: I'm making progress every day. I feel myself evolving. I'm becoming the person I want to be. Growth is uncomfortable, but necessary.
Let's talk about 3 final important topics: relationships, challenges, and taking action. The value of relationships. Key vocabulary: connections. Connection equals a feeling of being close to someone. Relationship equals how you relate to another person. Investment equals time and energy you put into something. Material equals physical objects and possessions. Treasure equals something extremely valuable. Teaching note: we can invest time in people, meaning we put our valuable time into building relationships. The key insight: material things bring temporary happiness. Relationships bring lasting fulfillment. Comparison phrases: I bought an expensive gadget, and the excitement faded in a week. But memories of laughing with friends last forever. Things lose their value. Relationships gain value over time. I can replace a phone. I can't replace a friendship. Phrases about relationships: I'm investing in meaningful relationships. People matter more than possessions. Love and connection are treasures you can't buy. Relationships are mirrors that reflect who we are. True wealth is measured in connections, not possessions. Embracing challenges. Key vocabulary: difficulties and growth. Challenge equals a difficult situation that tests you. Struggle equals to work hard against difficulties. Embrace equals to accept willingly. Obstacle equals something that blocks your path. Resilience equals ability to recover from difficulties. Teaching note: embrace literally means to hug. So embrace challenges means to welcome them like a friend. The key reframe: challenges are not walls to stop us, they're weights to build our muscles. Phrases about challenges: I embrace challenges as opportunities to grow. Struggles make me stronger. Difficulties build resilience. Every challenge is a teacher. Without conflict, life would be boring. Example: I failed my driving test the first time. I was devastated. But when I finally passed, the victory felt so sweet because I had struggled for it. avoiding someday, and taking action. Key vocabulary: action versus waiting. Someday means an unspecified future time. Often means never. Momentum is energy that keeps something moving. Action is doing something, not just thinking. Delay is to put off to a later time. Now is the present moment. Teaching note: someday is called the most dangerous word because it lets us avoid taking action. The truth about someday: someday often means never. Dangerous phrases: avoid these. Someday I'll start learning guitar. When I have more time, I'll start exercising. I'll do it when everything is perfect. I'm waiting for the right moment. Powerful alternatives: I'll start today, even if imperfectly. I'll take one small step right now. The right moment is now. I don't need to climb the whole mountain. Just take one step. Phrases for action: I'm starting today, not someday. Small actions create momentum. I'm done waiting for perfect conditions. Action beats perfection. My first step is more important than my last. Today, we've learned vocabulary, not just for speaking English, but for speaking about what matters most in life. Quick review of key concepts: purpose, your compass in life; time, your most precious, irreplaceable resource; procrastination, the thief that steals your life; intention, living with deliberate choices; growth, never becoming stagnant water; relationships, true treasures that last; challenges, weights that build your strength; action, starting now, not someday. Important vocabulary to remember: fulfillment, purpose, direction; fleeting, precious, irreplaceable; procrastination, distraction, intention; stagnant, growth, evolve; embrace, challenge, momentum; someday, action, now. Your reflection challenge: answer these questions for yourself in English if you can. What gives my life meaning and purpose? Where am I wasting time that I could invest better? What have I been saying someday about that I could start today? Who are the people I need to invest more time in? What small action can I take right now? Write your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what this lesson made you think about. Remember, you're not just learning English. You're learning to express your deepest values and goals. These conversations will help you connect with others on a meaningful level. Thank you for spending these 30 minutes with me. Time is precious, and you chose to spend it learning and growing. That choice itself shows you're not wasting your life. You're investing in yourself. Now go take one small action towards something that matters to you. Your future self will thank you. Until next time. live with purpose, invest your time wisely, and remember, someday is today. Hello, my wonderful English learners. Welcome back to our channel. Before we start today's lesson, I want to say something important. I upload new videos to our channel every day for you to learn and grow. Don't forget to support me so I can continue doing this. You can help me see our channel in front of more people by subscribing, becoming a member, liking, and commenting on each of my videos. Please don't forget to do these. Thank you so much for your support. Now, let's begin today's amazing lesson. Let me ask you a question. What are you going to do tomorrow? What will you do next year? Where are you traveling next month? Did you notice I used 3 different ways to talk about the future? That's because English has multiple future tenses, and today we're going to master all of them. Many learners get confused about when to use will versus going to, or how to talk about plans that are already arranged. By the end of this 30-minute lesson, you'll know exactly which future form to use in every situation. Teaching note: confidence with future tenses allows learners to talk about plans, dreams, and goals naturally. Today we'll cover 4 essential future forms. Will, for decisions, promises, and predictions. Going to, for plans and intentions. Present continuous, for arrangements already made. Future perfect, for actions completed by a specific time. We'll learn when to use each one, practice with real-life examples, and I'll teach you the shadowing technique to make these forms automatic. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us. Are you ready to speak about your future naturally? Let's dive in. Let's start with the 2 most common ways to talk about the future: will and going to. Many learners use them randomly, but they actually have different meanings. Will, spontaneous decisions, promises, and predictions. Key vocabulary: spontaneous means sudden, not planned in advance. Decision, a choice you make. Promise, a commitment to do something. Prediction, what you think will happen. Instant, meaning happening immediately. Teaching note: will often happens at the moment of speaking. It's a quick decision. When to use will: 1. Spontaneous decisions made right now. I'm hungry. I'll make a sandwich. Decision made at this moment. The phone is ringing. I'll answer it. It's cold in here. I'll close the window. 2. Promises. I will help you with your homework. I promise. Don't worry. I will be there on time. I will never forget you. 3. Predictions. What you think will happen. I think it will rain tomorrow. Life will be beautiful. This movie will be good. Structure: subject plus will plus base verb. I will travel. She will study. They will arrive. Common mistake: don't say, I will to go. Say, I will go.
Practice phrases with will. I will call you later. I think I will become a teacher. Don't worry, I will help you. It will be okay. I will always remember this day. Going to. Planned intentions and evidence-based predictions. Key vocabulary for going to. Intention. Something you plan to do. Evidence. Signs or proof. Prepared. Ready and planned. About to. Very soon. Almost happening. Definite. Certain. Clear. Teaching note. Going to shows you've already thought about this plan before speaking. When to use going to. 1. Plans and intentions, already decided before speaking. I'm going to start a business next year. You've been planning this. I'm going to buy a guitar next month. You've already decided. We're going to visit Japan this summer. The plan exists. 2. Predictions with evidence. You can see signs. Look at those dark clouds. It's going to rain. You see evidence. Be careful, you're going to fall. You see it happening. She's going to have a baby. You can see she's pregnant. Structure. Subject plus am, is, are plus going to plus a base verb. I am going to travel. She is going to study. They are going to arrive. Common mistake. Don't say, I going to go. Say, I am going to go, or I'm going to go. Practice phrases with going to. I'm going to learn Spanish next year. We're going to move to a new house. Look, that glass is going to break. I'm going to cook dinner tonight. What are you going to do this weekend? The key difference. Will. Spontaneous decision. Made now. I'm thirsty. I'll drink some water. Deciding at this moment. Going to. Pre-planned intention. Decided before. I'm going to drink more water every day. General plan. Comparison practice. Situation 1. Someone offers you cake. Spontaneous. Yes, I'll have some. Deciding now. Planned. No thanks. I'm going to eat healthier. Prior plan. Situation 2. Talking about exercise. Prediction. I think exercise will make me feel better. Intention. I'm going to exercise 4 times this week. Now, let's learn 2 more future forms that make your English sound more natural and sophisticated. Present continuous for future. Arrangements already made. This might surprise you. We use present continuous, am, is, are, plus verb ing, to talk about the future when we have definite arrangements. Key vocabulary. Arrangement equals a planned meeting or event. Confirmed equals definitely happening, not just an idea. Scheduled equals planned for a specific time. Organized equals arranged and prepared. Fixed equals set and unlikely to change. Teaching note. This shows something is more than a plan. It's actually organized. When to use present continuous for future. For arrangements with specific times or places. I'm meeting my friend tomorrow at 3 p.m. I'm traveling to Japan next summer. We're having dinner with them on Friday. She's starting her new job this Monday. Structure: subject plus am is are plus verb ing plus time expression. I am leading. She is traveling. They are starting. How it's different from going to. Going to equals general intention. I'm going to meet new people. Equals general plan, no specific time. Present continuous equals specific arrangement. I'm meeting Trom tomorrow at 5 p.m. Equals scheduled, organized. Practice phrases with present continuous for future. I'm flying to London next week. We're having a party on Saturday. She's getting married in June. I'm starting yoga classes this Monday. What are you doing tonight? Common mistake. Don't use present continuous for general predictions. Wrong. I think it's raining tomorrow. Right. I think it will rain tomorrow. If you liked this lesson, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe to the channel so you can keep improving your English with us.
Future perfect. Completed actions by a specific future time. This is the most advanced future tense, but don't worry, it's actually quite logical. Key vocabulary. Completed means finished. By a time means before or at that time. Achievement means something successfully done. Milestone is an important point in progress. Accomplish means to complete successfully. Teaching note: future perfect shows you're looking back from a future point at something completed. When to use future perfect? To talk about actions that will be finished by a certain future time. By 2030, I will have visited 30 countries. At the 2030 point, this will be complete. By the end of this year, I will have read 12 books. Completed by December 31st. By next summer, I will have finished my first draft. Done by summer. Structure: subject plus will have plus past participle plus by time. I will have traveled. She will have learned. They will have finished. Time expressions commonly used: by next year, by 2030, by the time I'm 40, by the end of the month, by next summer. Why it's useful? It helps you talk about achievements and goals with specific timelines. By 2035, I will have taught 1 million students. By the time I retire, I will have worked for 40 years. By next month, I will have saved $1,000. Practice phrases with future perfect. By tomorrow, I will have finished this project. By 2025, I will have learned 3 languages. By next year, I will have run a half marathon. By the end of this course, you will have learned all the tenses. By the time you're 30, you will have achieved so much. Common mistake. Don't forget have. Wrong. By 2030, I will visited many countries. Right. By 2030, I will have visited many countries. Now let's practice using all 4 future forms naturally by talking about different life areas. I'll give you examples, and I want you to repeat after me. This is called shadowing. What is shadowing? Shadowing means repeating what I say immediately after me. This technique helps your brain think in English, trains your mouth to move naturally, makes grammar patterns automatic, improves pronunciation and rhythm. Teaching note: shadowing is one of the most effective techniques for developing natural fluency. Let's practice. Repeat after me. Work and career. Next year, I will start my own business. I'm going to create online courses. I'm launching a new platform next month. By the end of next year, I will have created over 200 lessons. Travel. I think I will love traveling. I'm going to visit Japan next summer. I'm flying to Tokyo in July. By the end of the decade, I will have visited 30 countries. Health and fitness. I will exercise more regularly. I'm going to join a gym next month. I'm starting yoga classes on Monday. By next year, I will have run my first half marathon. Hobbies and learning. I will learn something new. I'm going to buy a guitar and learn to play. I'm taking cooking classes next semester. By the end of this year, I will have read 12 books. Big dreams. I will achieve my goals. I'm going to write a book about my journey. I'm speaking at a conference next spring. By 2035, I will have helped millions of people learn English. Quick decision-making chart. Use will when making instant decisions. I'll help you. Making promises. I will call you tomorrow. Making predictions. It will be sunny. Use going to when you have pre-planned intentions. I'm going to learn Spanish. You see evidence. Look, it's going to rain. Use present continuous when you have confirmed arrangements. I'm meeting Sarah at 5 p.m. Plans have specific times or dates. We're traveling next Monday. Use future perfect when talking about completion by a future time. By 2030, I will have achieved this. Setting milestone goals. By next year, I will have saved $5,000. Common conversation examples. Question,
What are your plans for this weekend? Answer, I'm meeting friends on Saturday. Arrangement. And I think I'll stay home on Sunday. Spontaneous idea. Question. What do you want to achieve? Answer. I'm going to learn English fluently. Intention. And by next year, I will have passed the exam. Completion goal. Question. Will you come to the party? Answer. Yes, I'll be there. Promise. Or, I'm coming at 8 p.m. Confirmed. Or, I'm going to bring a cake. Planned contribution.
Congratulations! You've just learned all 4 major ways to talk about the future in English. Let's do a quick review. Will equals instant decisions, promises, predictions. Going to equals pre-planned intentions, evidence-based predictions. Present continuous equals confirmed arrangements with times. Future perfect equals completed actions by a future time. Your homework challenge. Write down your own future plans using all 4 forms. 1 sentence with will, 1 sentence with going to, 1 sentence with present continuous for future, 1 sentence with future perfect. Post them in the comments. I'll read them and give you feedback. Remember, the future isn't just something that happens to you, it's something you create. Every plan, every dream, every goal starts with words. Now you have the grammar tools to express your future naturally and confidently. Practice tips. Listen to this lesson again and shadow. Repeat everything I said. Record yourself making future plans. Practice 1 form each day this week. Don't worry about perfection. Focus on communication. What's one thing you're going to do this week? What will you have achieved by the end of this year? Tell me in the comments. Thank you for learning with me today. Keep practicing, keep dreaming about your future, and keep expressing those dreams in English. Your future self will thank you. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and remember, your future is bright, and now you can talk about it fluently.